Yes, Ruby. We have an unboxing to do, sir. Or madam. That's a female dog. Right, we have the 1/4 scale Heath Ledger Dark Knight Joker by Hot Toys has finally arrived. A massive thank you to James Irwin for coming through once again, and his man out there in Hong Kong for getting it here so fast and safe. So massive thanks and respect to those two dudes. Alright, let's get this thing open. It's been a long time coming. So we've got the special edition. This is the shipper box, keeping the actual art box by Hot Toys all safe and secure inside. Now once you get it out of the brown shipper box, you have the plastic protection as well, so another layer of protection there, just keeping the art box underneath nice and safe. Reminds me of the design of his pants. Do they have lines? I think they do. I need to jog my memory. Yep, that's what that reminds me of. That's the 1/6 scale DX11 Hot Toys figure, and obviously this is the 1/4 scale figure from the same company. So it's going to be interesting to do a comparison between this figure and the smaller version from some years back. This is not the review, this is merely just an unboxing video, just to unbox it and get some first impressions. The real in-depth review will be coming up on the channel soon, so make sure you subscribe and stick around for that one. Hit that bell icon so you don't miss out on any notifications. Let's get this plastic off the box. I like the way it looks. Love the colours. Box is very vibrant. Do like the design they've gone with. I mean, reminds you of the pants on his suit, and I think this is the same kind of look as the tie design around his neck. So this is all raised out, very much kind of a 3D effect here. You can see how much the picture of the head sculpt is raised from the rest of the box. Very, very cool. This is the special edition, so it does come with the second head sculpt, although that is one of the points of frustration for me personally, which we'll talk about in the review. Just pretty disappointed with some of the choices made with this particular figure, but I think it's still going to be a very impressive piece regardless. You can check out some of the credits there. Usual suspects: Howard Chan, JC Hong, Yuli, some other legends of Hot Toys. Oh, that's cool. Where the barcode is, you got the little smile. Cool little touch there. But all the little ha-ha-has are slightly raised. So a really nice box, very cool colour, very vibrant. It'd be lovely to have this on display, but it is too big for me to be able to do that. So unfortunately the box will be going into storage, but let's get this thing open. Let's see what's going on inside the box. Alright, so once you remove that kind of very thick and high quality slip cover, you'll then be greeted by this incredibly vibrant and bright green. And here we have, let's say, the Joker. This is all very cool, very rough feeling, very scratchy, nice texture on there. Do you want to know how I got these? Do you want to know why I use a knife? Guns are too quick. Ha ha ha. Yep, I thought it was going to go with the "do you want to know how I got these scars" line. I just assumed that was going to be. How wrong I was! Ooh, let's go ahead. Go ahead and lift this up, take that out. Ooh, let's see, more ha 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 action. I like that, very cool, nice touch. Alright, let's see it for the first time together. Let's do this. Lift up the flap. There he is. Mr. Jables. Alright, well, let's go ahead and take out this head sculpt. This is the exclusive, the second head sculpt. The one that I originally was quite excited by the idea of this head, but then once I realized, I think indeed, well, we'll check it out in the review. Maybe I'll save my thoughts for the review, otherwise I'm giving too much away, but here it is. Here is the exclusive head. And I gotta be honest, no, it's cool, but I'm not holding this in my hand and genuinely thinking wow right now. I mean, it's just a bit of an odd choice, but I'll go into more of the reasons why I'm not too thrilled with this in the review. I'll just give you some first kind of looks at it here in HD. Get it by the window. Get some natural light happening for you. Yeah. I just not too happy about the sculpted hair on this one. You know, it's 1/4 scale. They've done a lot of Heath Ledger Jokers already. Let's see, Bank Robber DX01, Bank Robber 2.0, DX11, the original MMS. I lose track of how many, but this has got to be like maybe the sixth Joker, maybe. that Hot Toys have done as far as the Heath Ledger version goes. I think it was time to try rooted hair, especially seeing some of those incredible custom head sculpts out there, all using the rooted hair technique for this particular character. It's amazing what what people can do. Very, very realistic looking head sculpts. Whereas something like this, the face is very realistic looking, but the hair gives it away instantly, to what it is. Let's take him out. Ooh, he's heavy. He is heavy. Gonna need 2 hands, folks, just to get the plastic stuff off. All right, so I just got off the plastic stuff. I mean, the coat is way too bright purple. It was a darker shade than that. I mean, it's not off by much. It is very pleasing to the eye. It's very vibrant, and it looks like a nice kind of material used, very similar to the DX11 1/6 scale version, but it does jump out at me instantly as being way too bright purple. Should be slightly darker than that, I think. But anyway, and again, the sculpted hair, especially, it's not so bad on the back and sides, but it is the kind of the middle at the top here. I just think it looks very clumpy, and I don't know. But I am certainly a little bit underwhelmed here, and that could be down to the fact that at one point or another I have owned almost every Hot Toys Heath Ledger Joker, except for the 2.0 bank robber. I had the original bank robber, but I've owned them all. Almost all of them at some point. So this is nothing new to me. However, in 1/4 scale it is, and for 1/4 scale, I just think certain things could have been done with a little bit more conviction, a bit more passion. Definitely could have done with rooted hair on this, and the second head sculpt. It looks to me like it's the exact same sculpt and expression, just painted differently. The hair is exactly the same on both heads, and the expression seems to be exactly the same. That bugs me. Especially, with the DX11, the 6 scale version, that came with a second head, but that second head is a manically laughing expression, like the moment in the interrogation room when he laughs and says, "I don't want to kill you." Why not give this version a completely different expression the second time round, or at least experiment with rooted hair? We know you can do it because you've done it with Wonder Woman and Harley Quinn and Gamora and all other 1/6 scale figures where you've tried rooted hair, all the Black Widows from the past. I mean, this figure needs it. So if I do keep this, and I probably will, it is from The Dark Knight. It is a very iconic character from a very iconic film, and it is nice to have it in the collection. But at least with this head sculpt, I'm very tempted to eventually, once I get some cash together to do it, because I'm sure it won't be cheap, but choose someone out there who does custom repaints and rehairing, and get this head repainted and rehaired by an expert. And I think that will take this piece to a whole new level. But yeah, a bit disappointed with the I mean, is it exactly the same? It seems to be. Could be wrong. We'll have to look into that in more detail in the review. But I'm sure underneath here there is another layer of yep, of course there's a whole bunch of stuff. But yeah, you get a lot of stuff. I'm going to cover that in the review, I think, not in this unboxing. This unboxing is purely just to get the figure out, and we'll get him stood up and maybe pose him up a little bit. What do you think, Ruby? What do you think? This is Mr. Ledger. Yeah, you're not interested? What do you think? What do you think? No. Yeah, he is cool though. I mean, there's no doubt about it. The face, I really like the face, and I really like the likeness to Heath Ledger as the Joker. I think they nailed that. It's just the rooted, well, the plastic hair. Made some harsh comments in the past saying it looks a bit like seaweed. I'm not exactly going to take that back, because there is a slight sea vibe. Anyway, very bright purple. It's very bright purple. In fact, I've got my Dark Knight book. Let's have a look at the actual color of the coat. Okay, so there's not that many pictures of Heath Ledger as the Joker in this particular book, but let me just see if I can get this here. I mean, you can see clear as day. This is natural light coming in behind me, and obviously this scene was probably shot indoors with green screens and all that stuff to details. But you can see the dark tone of the purple coat he's wearing. And then we've got this picture here from the mob scene, indoors again. But again, look at the shoulder, look at the color tone there, and then look over here. Okay, yeah, that and that, with and without. so yeah, we have a major color difference in his iconic coat. Very important part of the Joker outfit with this particular version of the Joker. He wore this a lot in the film. It's a very important part of his look. Get the color right. Too late. The base, not too bad. I mean, again, these front sections here do scream tacky to me. It would have been a lot better without these. Apparently you can remove them. Someone did say once, but I really don't think you're supposed to. I didn't try too hard with the Batman Begins one over there, but I wouldn't go tugging at these in case they just snap off, and you know, they don't look like they're supposed to come off to me. Anyway, that part looks cool. This part does not. You got your instruction book. We'll get a look at that during the review. Various weapons. Again, we'll get a much better look at all of this. The pencil. The lead pipe that he beats Batman with at the end of the film. Third act. Another bank robber mask. I have one of those already. Came with the quarter scale Batman. Now again, to mention, coming up in the full review, we will be pairing the Joker up with this figure. And I'm pretty sure this is just a more dirty, grimy version of that mask that came with Batman. The one that came with him was cleaner, whereas this is a little bit more weathered. Just a little bit, a few more scuffs and scrapes. I've got quite a few quarter scale Dark Knight Trilogy Batman pieces in the collection, and the Enter Bay Beast and the Franken-Bat, which I kind of created from different parts of different figures. That's already on the channel, but you will be seeing most of those guys again during the coming up Joker Fest on the channel. So I'd be curious about seeing this gun in person in 1/4 scale. That's pretty cool. Moving parts. Yep, all moves. So that's a pretty cool piece right there. Nice detail, nice paintwork. But again, don't want to get too in depth. This is merely an unboxing, and the detonator. And I love the little touch with the key in the side. That's cool. Never had one of these in the 1/6 scale versions. For me personally, I think he did come with one of them in the exclusive DX11. There's the grenade rig with the purple string for the inside of his coat, which is super bright purple. Just your eye goes to it straight away. It's like, whoa! Anyway, piles of money, Joker cards, and various things. More of those blades for the front of his shoe, and the shotgun. And I'm assuming this that could have been metal. Come on, Hot Toys. Yep, that moves. Doesn't have any spring action, but it can be sort of moved backwards and forwards. But that could have been die cast, I think. Push the boat out. Come on. That could have been die cast as well. Plastic, very light. Looks nice though. Looks nice. Alright guys, that is pretty much the end of the unboxing. So I'm going to take it outdoors and do a true light review in the natural light so you can see the paint apps on the head and the other head and the outfit, all the detail and the color. You can see that outdoors in the natural light in a video coming up really soon, and then I will get to work on the full in-depth review, and that's going to have a lot of poses and a fair bit of teaming him up with other figures to see how he stacks up against them. So the in-depth review is something that those of you that are interested in this piece, you definitely need to keep it locked, because that review will be coming at you soon and will be worth the wait, I promise you. Now I've got a fair bit of messing around to do with this guy. You can see how his collar, it's like the head sculpt when they put it in, they've kind of caught some of the collar and it's not up as high as it should be. I did try to get a tweezers and pull it up, but it's really jammed down there at the moment, so I need to tinker about with him a little bit. I need some time with it. I need to soak it up. Can't just get this thing day one and review it instantly. Not something with like this. You need to spend a little bit of time with it. So in the meantime, I'll be busting out the True Light review outdoors, and I'll be getting to know this piece, and I'll bring you that in-depth review really soon. But I hope you've enjoyed the unboxing. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. Don't forget, do stick around, keep it locked on the channel, because there will be a lot of videos coming up on this piece over the next day, and the next day after that, and the one after that. It's going to be quite intense. Going to be bringing you quite a bit of content. So Alright, subscribe, hit the bell icon, check me out on Instagram and Facebook, DKnight333, and click the link underneath the video and become a patron if you want to help support the channel, keep these reviews coming. Alright, thanks for watching, see you soon, bye bye.